All right, with Amber Cieplinski from the EIU softball team, and Amber, one of several seniors on this year's team, I guess, kind of wrap up what it's going to be like wrapping up your career here at Eastern and kind of seeing the culmination of an athletic career as a college athlete.
It's definitely bittersweet. Been in the world of softball for 18 years now, and it's slowly coming to end with senior weekend coming up, and then after that OVC tournament, which I think is going to be a really good turnout for us this year. And I'm excited, but definitely got a lot of emotions about it.
Now for you came back this year, got injured last year, so not the year you wanted. The year
Right.
before kind of took all the duties as the catcher. What was that like watching the team play last year from an injury standpoint, and then what did you use as motivation to make sure that you had the opportunity to come back this year?
It was hard. Being injured last year, sitting there watching, wanting to help my team, feeling kind of like at points there's nothing I can do right now. I just got to be a good teammate, got to be the cheerleader. I can't help on the field. So I was trying to accept the role of being the best cheerleader in the dugout. And that was hard, but it kind of motivated me to okay, we're going to get healthy this summer. We're going to work on getting whatever injuries I had stronger, and worked all summer. Had a lot of practices with my instructors from home, and then came back, knock on wood, healthy this year. So
now we're wrapping up the year here. You guys have had success this year, as you mentioned, the conference tournament just around the corner. Mm-hmm. Hopefully some play beyond that as well for you. But as you've helped kind of build a building block of this team, what do you use to the younger players that are going to come behind you in terms of, we got to here, but we want you to kind of continue on our legacy?
It's just a building. Every year it's just, okay, this team is this way. We're going to fix this for next year. And it's just knowing what team you have. And this year, knowing your strengths. So this year, our biggest strength, I would say, is our bond within our team. So in the fall, we all came in and we started to get to know each other before softball even started. And we're hanging out. We're getting to know each other as people instead of players first. And I feel like that was the biggest change from last year to this year, and it's helped us a lot because we have chemistry off the field that translates to chemistry on the field, and I feel like that has been a huge part of our success this year. It's just our bond that we have with each other. So it's just kind of like the younger ones, they see, oh, we're doing good, we're really close, so it's oh, next year when the other freshmen come in, we're gonna get that close bond again and make everybody feel at home, at welcome, and just make everybody feel comfortable.
Now for you play the position of catcher, and it's one of those positions that a lot of times there's only one on a team. It's like a quarterback with football. Yes. Or a goalkeeper in soccer. You can have multiple pitchers, you can have multiple position players. You didn't get to play last year due to injury. You see that the coaching staff goes out and recruits some other players. What drives you then to make sure that I'm going to be the person that's back there calling the pitches?
I think it's a healthy competition. So Lindy last year came in, absolutely did a phenomenal job, hitting wise, defensive wise, amazing. She's just an absolute amazing athlete all around. And I think that was just okay, we're going to have a little bit of healthy competition when we come back. So came back this year, and me and her, we have a really good, healthy bond. So it was nothing oh, I'm better than you or you're better. It was just always we're working together to try and make each other better for the team. So I feel like that was a strong suit of going back to having good connections with people. Avery came in as a freshman catcher this year, and it's we're welcoming her in with open arms, and just we're going after practice, working on catching drills together, because her getting better makes the team better, me getting better makes her better, because we just are always competing. So I think it's always just that healthy competitive drive that makes us get better as catchers.
Now for you as the catcher, you're behind the scenes. You kind of see everything in front of you as the game unfolds. Pitching has been a big part of why the team has been successful this year. You've had multiple pitchers that you work with. Is there something that has changed this year? It's essentially a lot of the same young ladies that pitched last year.
Right.
What has changed to make maybe them more effective? Is it, I don't know, is it you back there behind it? Is it a combination of several things?
I don't know. I feel like this year our pitching staff is just going out there with a chip on their shoulder. They're more aggressive, and they're just going for it this year. Last year at times we could see okay, maybe a little bit hesitant, kind kind of guiding, stuff like that, not wanting to make mistakes. And this year they're just going for it, trusting the defense, knowing that we have their back. And I think it probably makes it a little bit easier with our offense of being so successful this year. It takes the weight off of their shoulders when they're pitching is, oh, we've got some insurance runs. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to do good. So I think it's just kind of a whole turnaround of mentality, kind of, honestly.
Now, I'd asked Kendall this beforehand, and being a freshman, she wasn't exactly sure how to answer it. But you were here last year, and some of the, I don't know, paraphernalia have kind of made their way into the dugout. Purple pigs, pink pigs,
yep.
Cowboy hats, those types of things. What are some of the stories behind those, or are you even aware, or did they just show up one day?
Well, I think it all started last year. Maybe it was, I don't even remember what team it was. Whoever has the mascot of the horse. It started with the horse on the stick. It was just like, we were getting super competitive at the end of the year. We're like, we need something to fire us up. So we got a plastic horse, took the head off of it, stuck the body onto the PVC pipe. And then ever since then, we just started buying pink pigs, pink dogs, pink chickens. Like, it just turned into a trend. So it's kind of like our rally caps, but like spirit rally animals. I don't know. I don't exactly know how or why, but that's when it started last year, and then it just kind of carried into this year. So
now, to pick up a little bit on that, then baseball, softball players are truly superstitious. Mm-hmm. Is there a superstition or ritual that you kind of have that you're willing to share, or that you do follow every game?
I am a little bit superstitious, honestly. Like, I have this whole get in the batter's box routine that I have to do every time, and it's always the same, and same steps, same whatever. For warming up as well, when I'm hitting front toss, I kind of have the same routine, like, okay, I'm going to go hit in this cage first, then I'm going to hit in that cage, and then I'm done. So just little things like that, nothing too major.
And then as the collegiate career comes to an end, the academic career comes to an end, you'll be graduating here shortly. What does life hold for Amber Cieplinski after softball at Eastern?
Well, right now I'm kind of not sure where I'm going to end up, but I'm looking to be a GA somewhere, graduate assistant, get my master's degree paid for, coach for 2 years, so I'll still be in the world of softball, which will be really nice, and I'm going to get my master's in counseling.
Perfect. Thank you, Amber.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.